20 years, I want you to just be able to pinpoint me to something else, like to me, to my work.
Where did your journey as an artist start?
It started when I was around 2, when my mom told me that I picked up all her makeup and drew on her walls, and she wasn't too fond of that, but then she was like, you've done that since you were little and you never stopped scribbling, never stopped drawing, never stopped using art as whatever. And then when I was younger, I'd pick up my disposable film cameras and take pictures around the house, and that was the first time I started using photography as trying to document something, because I always had the idea of trying to show life for what it is. When I was younger, that was how I wanted to do it. My name came from my mom. She heard a story. She knew of a model that came from Philly named Gia Marie, and she liked the name. For whatever reason, she liked the backstory of how this girl was literally discovered off the street, and she became infamously, so supposedly, the first supermodel. And she fell in love with the story. She picked that name because she thought it was beautiful, and she really liked the person's story behind it. I can be inspired by people. Like, I've been inspired by Annie Leibovitz because her work is beautiful, but because I want to be just like myself. I think I'm the best version of me. I wouldn't want to be anyone else. I would be mad if I was somebody else. So I inspire me. Very tacky as that sounds, that's how I always thought about it. While I shoot, I ask them questions, and we talk, and it's very therapeutic because they'll start talking, and it's like they say whatever comes to their mind and whatever gets off their chest. And for me, it's the same way, because I use that time to just release whatever is built up. And that's like one of the only ways I can get it out, is through creating. And for people to see it, I want them to just be in awe and have that transformative moment. I get really angry, and it's literally the only way I can get it out. Is because I'll get distracted by trying to do a setup or trying to get my pictures done. The person who I'm shooting brings the energy, so I base my music off of them, because if they're real hype, I'll play like Tory Lanez or Migos, hip hop, R&B. But if I'm shooting slow with someone with a slower pace, or I know is going to be more calm and collected, or when I'm just thinking and when I'm editing, I listen to like Joji or music of that genre, something slower. In terms of lighting, I wanted to add different elements to my pictures. I didn't want to just do, here's a soft box, there's going to be a white light, and then we're just going to play on shadows. No, I wanted to use color in it, because if you get the highlights of someone's face, it picks up the blue gels that I use, or the reds, and it makes the picture just a little bit more interesting, because it makes you wonder why those colors. And there's emotions attached to the colors too. Like, sometimes in my work I try to play with that, but not all the time. In a lot of aspects, I'm very vulnerable. In a lot of aspects, I'm not like open at all. And I feel as though if I shed light on these particular topics, it makes people feel more connected, like empathizing, I guess. Like, they can just understand kind of where I'm coming from with certain things. And it's just, the lack of vulnerability I have is a major thing that I want to like try to make myself more vulnerable. But I'm scared. I'm scared to be vulnerable.
Say your name again.
Gia Espinosa, but just Gia in the near future.